everyone. How you doing? I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off today. I had a bunch of stuff to do. I hooked up with Tana this morning briefly. She looks fabulous. She's doing really good. And she's the one that did the headshots for me where I'm wearing the black jacket. And she does a real good job. She's a good photographer. She's also did for the front of my book, Unveiling the Extraordinary. Do you know I'm still getting money on this book? I'm still getting money on this book. I can't believe it, but I'm really appreciative. You can go on Amazon, and I'm on Amazon, and it's on, you can get it. I like audio, and you can get it just, like a couple of bucks where you can get the pages and read them. So listen, I wanted to come on real quick. Oops, this is wet. Not good for the cards. It's in the cards. So I wanted to look real quick because I was getting a couple of hits. Because when I drive, and it was like an hour and a half drive to and from. When I drive, I get hits. And I gotta tell you, I think my 2025, and I need to look at that video. My 2025 predictions, I definitely felt that Iran was going to be some trouble. And that, but I even thought, is it bombing? What is it? Well, I feel this is my hit. And let me tell you what I was feeling because I was sort of tapping into Trump. He doesn't really want to bomb. He doesn't want to do that. He knows. See, Putin already warned him. You do that, and we're going to do this. A mass killing of our on the ground Army, Navy, with our ships or whatever, would catapult him right out of office. And the other thing is, good luck getting that Congress to say yes to this alleged war. My feeling is he's threatening it just to keep people, because he likes all the attention. But no. So I was looking at him energetically, but I was driving. Oh, he's mad at Hedgehog too. I think I told you guys that before. And he even said to the press that that woman with the gorilla, she's saying that Iran does not have a nuke. He said, I don't believe her. They don't have nukes, you guys. Okay, they may have the stuff to make it, but they don't have nukes. So take me to Trump. I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling like he feels not very well. He's talking to somebody. A lot of people like him because he's funny. They love how he talks. They also know he's dangerous. So tell me what's up, John. People are trying to give him the layout and what's going on, but he can't consume it. He doesn't know how to consume it. Even Hitler was more involved in, we're going to do this, this, and this. Trump can't do it. Tell me what's going to happen, Donald Trump. He's mad at Hedgehog. Hedgehog is about on his way out. He's really worried about what Putin said, more so than what Netanyahu says. Putin has done a pretty significant threat. And Iran said they have all the film of Donald Trump, the BP tapes. I don't know if they do or not. Remember the other day they said something's going to happen today that is earth-shattering, blah, blah, blah. And maybe they did send out a missile, but nothing happened. Yeah, he fantasizes about this. He wants to be big man on campus. But when it comes down to the actual call, I don't see him being able to do it. And Netanyahu's getting on his nerves too. You know, they were showing Netanyahu talking about now I can't even think of his name in Iraq. Remember the guy that was running Iraq? I can't even think of his name. Telling Congress that he had weapons of mass destruction, sitting up there lying with the rest of them. Was not true. Was not true. And Bush fell for it. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of pain happening right now in both Israel and Iran. I just got a hit. I'm almost feeling that Iran will have a rebellion that comes up from the ground, like we said before. I've often felt that Iran would get rid of this. They don't like them. Iranians don't, yeah, there's 93 million people in Iran, but let me tell you, most of them don't like this regime. And I see a lot of battling there. And Netanyahu, you know, Donald Trump, that Iran wants Donald Trump killed. They want to kill it. Yeah. And I think you just broke #1 on the list. So, I mean, I see good news coming. Okay, you guys, victory after burden. Jesus, all this might not even settle until September. But I see Trump wants to be the big shot. Now, if Iran because Iran is sort of, being stubborn. But Iran needs to act like they care about what Trump thinks, but really they can just do what they want to do. But I feel like Iran will make some sort of significant deal with Donald Trump, and it has to do with the issues that come up because of the strait. They're blocking off the strait, and that's really going to affect the prices. God, he's not feeling well at all, you guys. And by the way, this could be or not be, but I'm just going to tell you what I heard. Even his little phone thing with being made in China, it's a nothing burger. Not going to happen. I just heard that. Let me look. Hold on. Tell me about Iran. I see some explosions, but they feel more localized. I see Netanyahu really wanted to hit any area that he thinks they can make a bomb. But I don't see Trump giving permission to do that big rocket that goes under. I just don't see it. Netanyahu got too big for his britches. So I'm going to throw on this again. Let me use my hold on 1 second. Let me look at not the personal predictions. I want the governance. And I got Deborah's cards, the clarity cards. I really have great respect. Kudos to all the people that know how to make these cards, because I sure as heck don't. Okay, so I saw a happy ending, probably because Trump is out of the picture. And don't worry about that flag in the front, you guys. Everybody's kind of kicking and he loves it. He loves it when everybody's upset. He'll do more when he knows everybody's upset. But don't forget, this too shall change. As soon as he's out of there, I see fumigation squads. I see getting rid of that flagpole. I see the pictures of Hillary Clinton and Obama and everybody going back up. I see all his pictures being taken down. I see renaming back to what it was for the Confederate Army bases. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's amazing. There's 93 million people in Iran and 7 million in Israel, and yet they act like they're king for a day. So what's going to happen? Good intentions, okay? Housing, infrastructure, regrouping, concede defeat. I think Iran, I don't see Israel getting blown out of the water, but I see Iran going through their own people rising and fighting them. And so they will lack control, lacking control. Domestic priority and a fall from grace. I wonder who that is, the blame game. The thing is, I see if Trump went in and bombed without permission, he can pretty much pack his bags. That's the only reason I wanted him to bomb without permission. I've gotten letters from people who have relatives who are in the Navy or Army or whatever, and they said they're given the orders to get over there now. So he wants to show a big showing, but I don't see boots on the ground fighting. I could be wrong, entertainment purposes only. But I feel there's something Trump will do with Iran that they say, okay, you know. I just feel like they'll say, okay. No, he will not get the big medal. They know he's a liar. They know he's a liar. Oh, yes. And just today, I was reading something on Wall Street Journal or something. He left that G7 because they treated him badly. When he got off the plane, they weren't waiting for him. They were far off, but yet they were waiting for other people real close. He got mad about that. He got mad because Macron and that other woman were whispering. He thought that was rude. And oh, yes, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And listen, they were so happy it was gone. And then you put Zelensky in to warm the seat. I loved it, you guys. I love Zelensky. I love Ukraine. Let's see how they're going to do. And then Putin putting out his, well, you know, they need to do this and they need, no, nobody needs to do anything but get rid of you. Tell me about Ukraine. How are they doing? And did you hear Trump said another 2 weeks? That's his go-to, 2 weeks, just to kind of give some space because nothing happens. He always says 2 weeks and nothing happens. Ukraine, tell me about Ukraine. How is Ukraine doing? And of course, Russia hits, you know, civilian spots. That's how they roll. Cruel, mean people. Did you see they released a bunch of prisoners and they didn't want to leave? They wanted to stay in the prison. They didn't want to go back to Russia. Leadership battle. Interesting. I think this is European leaderships. Knowledge withheld. Classified information. Listen, this might be more stuff coming up that none of us know about, but he knows, but Zelensky knows. They're not going to let Trump know. They're not going to let Trump know. Okay. For money and power, that's Putin. That's Putin. Reversing course. I wonder what that means. Reversing course. Retains authority. I'm telling you, let me just look at Putin because I get this feeling Putin is about ready to go down. And Zelensky's working hard with his intel to take him out. Let's look. Tell me about Vladimir Putin. Tell me about Vladimir Putin. This will be a short video, you guys. Oh, I did a show this morning with Third Eye. It's always good to see her. I don't know when she'll be putting it up, but anything I can do to help her. Worry about Vladimir Putin. Okay. You think a negative impact? You think? Housing and infrastructure. Their housing, I gotta look at that Russian guy that I belong to, but they had a lot of bad things happening. And then if this Iran closes this strait, it's gonna be even harder on them. Russia doesn't want anybody to mess with Iran, but Iran's gonna come into a new regime. I'm not sure when, you guys, but I'm not seeing no huge bomb. And here's the other thing. They can build a nuke anytime they want. They don't have one now. If they did, they'd probably use it. They can build one up anytime they want, but what happens is this new regime will come in and want to work with the world and want to have peace. So, successful outcome. Yay! Yay! Hello, global impact. This affects everybody. We hate to see Zelensky go and the Ukrainians. What a strong drive. And let me tell you something. They were talking about Trump maybe bombing, in Ukraine. I mean, bombing Iran. And they were talking about all of the Eastern countries that would turn around and, including North Korea, that would turn around and make America pay. It would take out so many of our good people. Let me tell you something. Worst thing he could do, I can't see it. Maybe I don't want to see it, but I'm telling you, it's beyond Israel. It's beyond it, not Israel. Oh, Israel's in trouble though. It's beyond Iran. Let me look at what the outcome is for Israel. There's a lot of people there that know that Netanyahu went beyond what he should have done. He just steals from these poor people. What's the outcome for Netanyahu and Israel? Tell me what I can tell everybody. Tell me what I can tell everybody. Okay, well, they're doing that housing and infrastructure, targeted attack, and misuse of funds. I see just people carrying Netanyahu out of there, shadow operation. I see people lifting him and carrying him out like he's Frankenstein. I see, the cloth thing over the face. I see him going. Israel will not get knocked off the map and they'll be able to save themselves, but it's not until he's gone. Iran will have a lot of turbulence inside because people are done with them. People are writing to Israel, thanking them and saying, take that SOB out. So Israel's done a lot of damage to Iran. But they shouldn't make those announcements that they're going to be the worst hit ever, and then it's a nothing burger, it's like Trump, then you just stop believing him. Okay, so tell me, will American lives be affected by any of this? Will American lives? I see something with a ship. I've told you guys this before. They might try to hit one of our ships. There's going to be negotiations. Domestic priority. There's going to be negotiations, you guys. Someone will concede defeat. And a succession plan is here. So, but what does that have to do with American lives? Hold on, let me ask my Morgan prayer. Just give me a heads up. Do we need to worry about American lives? Someone just said yes to me. Do we need to worry about American lives? Yes or no? There will be some Americans, they might even be taken prisoner. This is something where they're stuck or taken prisoner. They're crossed with the high priestess. On the top is a good outcome, and the angel of light is with them. They're throwing money at this. This is working overseas. It's actually okay. I'm not seeing a lot of, in fact, it's a good thing, because if a lot of Americans ended up being hurt or terminally hurt or whatever, the United States, you know how we get, like with 9/11, take all of them. That's how we get. But fortunately, nothing's going to happen that's going to create that kind of chaos. So I was worried about that. So let's just take a quick look at Hedgehog. Trump's not talking to him. Gee golly. He was mad at him about that parade. What did I tell you guys? Uh-oh. Something just fell. The wind's blowing. Let's see. Tell me about Hedgehog. His days are numbered, I just heard. And Trump is mad at the Corolla lady with the gray in her hair. How dare she override what I say? That the news asked him, well, she says she doesn't believe Iran has a nuke. He said, I don't believe her. Who does that? Who talks trash about your own people? But could happen to a nicer gal. Okay, so what happens to Hedgehog? Here he is, talking away. He's not happy, you guys. He doesn't know how to change this. He's crying to his family. His wishes are reversed. Here's his wife trying to hold him up. Yeah, everything turns upside down. 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. And he'll have to exit stage left. He'll have to exit. He's trying to beg Trump, but it's not working. Trump was furious about that parade. I'm telling you, that was a lot of money. And he's blaming Hedgehog, who had no experience on this. Let me look at, what is her name? Tulsi Gabbard. What's Tulsi Gabbard's? Tell me about Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard. She's battling away. She's stuck. She can't make any move because the king has spoken. It's even making her sick. Trump is working. She might manage to maintain an equilibrium since he doesn't bomb Iran. It feels like they'll get along better. I don't know, but it feels like him and her might get along, but not with Hedgehog. And did you guys hear RFK Jr. went to a tanning place, and the woman at the desk said she needed his ID, and the Secret Service said, you don't know who that is? She said, yeah, I think I know, but it's the rule. And I guess she told the media he was very rude. RFK was very rude. And she said he was shaking. She said, and she couldn't understand a word he was saying. I I shouldn't be making fun, but if he's high, if he's on something or coming down from something, that be explaining, you know what I'm saying? So, there was something else I wanted, and I'll keep this short. Something else I wanted to look at. So I told you about RFK. We looked at Tulsi Gabbard. We looked at Hegshog. We looked at Iran. We looked at Zelensky. Trump is so stupid. He wants that guy out. He's not going to fire the guy that's in charge of our finances, but he wants his grubby hands all over it. He's going to take our economy and just plow it into the ground. There's something coming up that's going to make everybody just literally grab this man and take him out of office. Get out of here. You're destroying. We can't have nothing nice. And take your flagpole with you. He's going to do something that is just horrible. And we will suffer because of it. So just TikTok, you guys. Know that and here's the other thing I want to tell you. Millions of billions of people walked against Donald Trump. All those millions of people walked. And what does that do for you? That should give you a little shot in the arm. That should tell you that there's hope. That should tell you that there's more of us than there are of them. We have the power, you guys. Don't linger in, oh my God, now what? Like we can't do anything. Yeah, he's making his little minions vote on behalf of him, but he will, I'm telling you, it's unfortunate, regular Americans are going to suffer, but I'm telling you, it's like he's being picked up and marched out. Get the hell out of here. But that gives me hope, knowing that all these people and more marches are going to happen. And did you see what happened at Dodger Stadium today? The ICE thought they were going to come and in the parking lot and arrest a bunch of quote unquote illegals. And the stadium said, get the hell out of here, and had the LAPD escort them out. This is what we need more of. And God bless oh, hell yeah, get the hell out. Get out. We don't want you here. This is a family thing. This is games. People pay good money to go to those games. You're going to see more of this. Because what I was feeling is you're getting so many people with masks on and no identification and stuff. Any Joe Blow can act like they're king for a day. They're giving them $1,000 per person. What's going to happen? Let me tell you something I heard. There's going to be some illegals brought in. Not really. Could be American citizens. But these people are waiting to get paid, and they won't get paid. I just heard that out loud. I heard, oh, they're talking out loud. They said they were going to pay us, and they never paid us. Well, that's what you get for blood money. So that's good news. So God bless the LA Dodgers. Hail to the yeah. I hope the Giants do the same. They're coming out, but I feel a lot of resistance towards them. A lot of resistance towards them. So let's ask about the coming week. This is what, Thursday? Let's ask about the coming week. And I leave on Wednesday for my event in Mount Shasta. Tell me what I can tell everybody. Is there anything we need to look out for? Today was a holiday, which you notice that Donald Trump said nothing about. Because probably it's woke. Some sort of agreement coming up. The demon is losing power. If somebody's sick or somebody, there will be news of a death. I don't think it's Trump. Otherwise, it'd be celebration cards. Kind of an unexpected death. Let me look at these. Can you just tell me anything about the coming week? Anything about the coming week we should know? anything about the coming week. Crypto uncertainty. Interesting. Interesting. Crypto uncertainty. Stepping down and true to their word. Well, that's interesting, you guys. So we'll see. I can't tell you who it is or what it is, but we shall see. Okay, you guys. I love you all. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's not a holiday. And I will be on the other side looking in. Cheers.